back to In the Kitchen with Kelly and Emily. Today we're here to talk about NEXUS, what it is, what it's not, to help you be prepared for the event. It's September 25th in Dallas, Texas, and we are using that Texas theme this morning to make some tasty treats. Kelly, tell us about what we're making.
All right, well, obviously we're going to start off with some margaritas because Texas and tequila seem to go hand in hand, so we're going to get that going shortly, and then we're also going to make a chocolate Texas sheet cake, kind of a classic Texas dessert. So,
yum.
Yummy.
Yum, yum. All right, I'm going to start with the margarita because everyone loves margarita. Okay, so we need tequila. Silver is recommended. We need lime juice, simple syrup or agave.
Or agave.
And some orange liqueur.
Yep.
Okay, as always on In the Kitchen with Kelly and Emily, we're going to measure with love.
So how much is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be 8 ounces, which looks about like that.
Looks good to me.
Looks good. All right. 8 ounces of tequila, 4 ounces of freshly squeezed lime juice.
We're cheating today. We do normally recommend actually squeeze your own limes.
So like 2 big.
That looks good.
2 big squirts of lime juice. Okay. And then we need, are we doing agave or simple syrup? Agave?
I'm an agave girl, but.
Okay. The recipe calls for 2 ounces.
So is that the same as the lime juice? That's going to be good.
That should be good. And then 2 ounces of orange liqueur.
We're using, Renee's taught me how to pronounce this recently. It's Cointreau.
Oh yeah, I would have. I stayed far away.
I've been pronouncing it wrong for years, apparently. It's Cointreau.
I don't know if that's enough. I stayed far away from even trying to pronounce it. It says 2 ounces, so that was probably good. Yes, and then stir. So we're using these great glasses here. We did not rim with salt or sugar.
But you can.
But you can.
Yep.
I feel like this is going to be boozy.
Good. Perfect. We'll pretend like we're filming this at 5 o'clock on a Friday.
Okay.
It looks like a margarita. It smells like a margarita. Wow.
Would you like a lime?
I would love a lime. Thank you. Squeeze a little lime on top. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Cheers to NEXUS.
Cheers. Yeah, it smells like a margarita.
We're almost there. Do you know how many days?
Oh. It's today's the 30.
30 days.
30 days. We're a month out, so we need these.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
Oh, I like it. I like that one. Okay.
That's good. I like that. Okay.
Well, let's get started on the cake, and then we'll fold in some NEXUS conversation.
I love it.
If we know how to fold it in.
Fold it in.
Fold it in.
Okay. So Texas sheet cake has a lot of steps that are you do separate things at separate times and then bring it all together. So right now on the stove, I have boiling water, butter, and cocoa powder. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've just been kind of stirring that, and I have that going over here so it's nice and hot and ready when we need it. In the meantime, we're going to put together our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients. Emily, I'm going to have you work on the wet ingredients.
Okay, what
we have in here is sour cream, eggs, and vanilla. And so if you just want to almost like whisk it together like you're scrambling eggs and get it all smooth and creamy. And then I will combine the dry ingredients.
Okay.
Dry ingredients, we have flour, we have sugar, we have salt, and we have baking powder.
All right.
Okay, so we're just going to work on that for right now.
Sounds good. Okay. I'm going to start whisking.
Perfect.
So while we whisk, whisk and mix, let's talk about the main components of NEXUS. So there are 3.
Yes.
Networking, education, and spark sessions. So let's start by talking about networking because that's like a primary thing at all baking industry events is the networking. That's what people come for.
Pretty important.
Yep. So what are we doing for networking at NEXUS?
Okay. So NEXUS is going to kick off with our launch party on Monday night. Everyone that is registered to attend NEXUS is welcome to attend. We'll have some live music. We'll have some yummy food. We'll have obviously a few cocktails there. Might find a margarita. I don't know. You'll have to see. So that'll be about an hour and a half long event on Monday night.
Fantastic. First time everyone will be together.
First time everyone will be together, so we're really looking forward to that. On Tuesday morning, we're going to start off the day with a keynote speaker. We have JJ Burden, for all you football fans out there. So he's going to talk about just successful business practices, motivating employees, things like that. So we're really looking forward to having JJ Burden on Tuesday morning.
Yep.
We're also going to have a networking luncheon on Tuesday afternoon that everyone is welcome to attend. And on Tuesday night, we will have what we're calling Around the World Receptions. Around the World Receptions will feature 3 countries, Italy, Mexico, and China. And we will have cocktails and food representing each country. So that will be
Sounds
fun.
delicious.
And again, for everybody that's registered. And then on Wednesday night, we're going to have Business After Hours. And Business After Hours is an exclusive opportunity for just folks that are participating in Spark sessions. So bakers and suppliers are invited to come to that. It'll be another chance to connect with your customers there. So make sure you stay for that.
So there's networking every day.
There's networking every day.
I love that. I'm going to ask you to hand me that whisk because
Sure.
this fork's not quite getting it
Not
done.
cutting it.
Fork's not quite getting it
Or
done.
you want to put your dirty one in there?
Yes, but I want to get all this good ingredients off the fork. Well, it sounds like networking is going to be amazing at Nexus. You won't want to miss any of those opportunities.
Do you want to tell us about education?
I would love to tell you about education. So popular question is, what's there to do at Nexus other than Spark sessions? Networking every single day, and then on Tuesday and Wednesday you'll have the opportunity to attend education sessions, but that'll be why many things are happening at the same time. So people will be in and out of Spark sessions, education will be rolling the whole time. And all the education sessions are going to be offered twice, once on Tuesday, once on Wednesday. So if you're in a Spark session and you missed the few sessions that you were really interested in seeing and participating in from education, you can catch it the other day. So really utilizing the app once you're there to understand the schedule and what the opportunities are during the day is going to be really, really important so that you don't miss any of the education.
Absolutely, and everything is also on nexusofbaking.com.
It is. Even though there'll be lots of things going on at the same time, we have tried really hard to schedule things so that it's easy and not confusing. So Spark sessions start on the hour, at the hour, and so do the education sessions. So there shouldn't be any odd sort of overlap where you miss out on anything.
Perfect.
Perfect. Do we need to mix this together?
Yeah, so I'm going to take the wet ingredients and combine it into the dry ingredients and make a little dough. I think it looks good.
Smells good.
Yes. I need my little spatula.
Get all the goodies
Get all
out.
the goodies out of there. All right. So while I mix this,
If we've answered a lot of questions about Nexus, I would say 75% of that lot of questions is about Spark sessions.
absolutely.
We know Spark sessions are new. They're really something special that you can really only get at Nexus, and we really want everybody to understand what they are and be comfortable with the concept. So,
Definitely.
yes. What is a Spark session?
So a Spark session is a 45-minute, very private meeting in a conference room. Okay, you can bring your entire team with you. The entire bakery team is going to be there. So a very unique opportunity for you to actually sit down with your team, with the entire bakery team, to create new relationships and to also grow existing relationships.
Sounds very focused.
It's very focused.
Very intentional.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So for the suppliers you just mentioned, they could grow an existing relationship or possibly start a new one.
Yep.
I've spent a lot of time talking with the bakers, and they are equally excited about both opportunities to meet new suppliers, learn about new solutions that they don't currently have in their facilities, but also to really further projects, look into next year, and really, again, use that focused time with no interruptions. No one's going to come in and say, hey, we need you over here for a different meeting or an issue out in the bakery, that they can just really focus with their suppliers and move projects forward.
Absolutely.
So it's a real opportunity for both new connections and existing. So we're really excited that it's coming together at Nexus. Popular Spark question.
Yes.
How many can I have?
So right now they're limited to 2 Spark sessions per supplier company. Yep.
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 Right now. So how many could bakers have? We don't know. That's all part of the matching process. So if suppliers have 2, you'll have a customized schedule. Bakers will have a customized schedule. We have a Spark desk ready for you at registration, so you can get literal paper copies of a very detailed schedule telling you where you need to be, who you're going to be meeting with, and where you're supposed to be, right? We're going to be in a big hotel. So we're really trying to make sure all of those bases are covered. Next fun question, and I'm happy to start fielding this one as well, is how do I get matches? Who am I going to be meeting with? How do I know who I'm going to be meeting with? So this close to NEXUS, we are in the thick of it.
Yes, we are.
We're in the thick of it. So the suppliers that have already purchased their Spark sessions have received surveys with all of the bakers that are attending. And as those suppliers, they send us back their preferences of who they would like to meet with. And the bakers have that same opportunity.
They do.
So the bakers that are attending are telling us their preferences for the suppliers that they would like to meet with. And this is just a prime opportunity to know where you have business opportunities.
For sure.
Right. So those surveys are private. We're not sharing those.
Nope.
It's the NEXUS staff team that will take all that information and make the matches.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Very custom.
Very customized. Absolutely.
Very specific. So suppliers could have up to 2 right now. We think that there's maybe some wiggle room there.
Yeah, we might be able to open up more on site. We just need to get the first round of scheduling completed so we know what our capacity is, right?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. Do we need to do something with the cake?
Yes.
I feel like I hear something boiling back here.
Yes. So back here I have that butter and cocoa powder and water that I was talking about earlier. And I'm going to take that and pour it into my batter without splattering. Maybe. Perfect. And I'm going to just also very quickly just mix this up into my batter so I can get it into my greased jelly roll pan and get that into the oven.
Is this the folding?
This is the folding. You're very carefully
folding the chocolate.
Folding the chocolate.
Folding the boiling chocolate.
If you know, you know.
Let's see. What other questions have people asked us about Spark sessions? I just thought of another one.
Oh, okay.
Who can attend?
Oh, I love that question. We get that asked all the time.
Yes.
And why is it important to bring those people?
Right.
Yes.
So Spark sessions are team to team. That's the whole idea, is that you don't have to telephone back to all the different people that might need to know because they're all in the room at the same time. So you can answer questions on the spot and go ahead and make plans.
Yep.
To be more specific about who can attend, registered attendees of NEXUS. So if you're planning on bringing 5 people to your Spark session, those 5 people all do need to be registered for NEXUS, and it'll just be indicated on your badge if you're a Spark session company, so it's very easy to identify when people are coming in to start the meetings.
Correct. Yeah, because that has been a big question. Can I just bring somebody in for my Spark session?
No.
No, you have to actually have a badge and be registered for the full conference.
Right.
Yep.
Which the benefit of that is really, all the other things that'll be going on at the conference. A great chance for a variety of people to network and make new connections. So they'll want to be at the entire conference anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Don't want to miss NEXUS.
No. There's one other opportunity that we haven't really talked about, which is corporate meetings.
Oh, yeah.
So you're bringing your whole team together. You're meeting, maybe as a baker with a bunch of new suppliers, and you have some information you need to consolidate with your own bakery team, or you're a supplier and you've met with various bakers and you need to sort of like divvy out those responsibilities and the follow-up with your team. We do have rooms set aside for corporate meetings for one company only. So in addition to all the connections you can make, you can take advantage of having your whole team at the same place at the same time with no interruptions, and really leave the week. You could start the week with a kickoff. You could end the few days at NEXUS with a summary meeting to come together and really focus your team efforts.
Absolutely.
We've tried to think of everything.
How do you book one?
Oh, good question. So as you probably all know, our partners in NEXUS are ABA, so it's powered by BEMA and ABA, and Vanessa is actually helping with the corporate meeting program. And all of that information, again, like everything else we've said today, is on the website. So if you're listening and you really want to check back in, get something scheduled, and you forget what we said, feel free to watch again, or just go check the website.
Everyone's going to have this on repeat.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have my batter mixed together. Looks delicious.
Smells amazing.
Doesn't it smell so good? I know that hot chocolate really works. So I don't know if you can see this or not on the screen, but I'm just going to pour this batter into my greased jelly roll pan so that I can get it into the oven And I'm so excited. I love this cake.
Yeah.
Love it.
I feel like if you hadn't started doing that with the spatula, you know, getting
all the good stuff at the
clean
bottom.
out the bowl would be like a very
You can use your fingers later?
yeah. Very high possibility I would have stuck my
Very
finger in
high
there.
possibility. Yes. No, it's so good. Okay.
Nexus being the spot where all things come together, sort of by definition what Nexus is, gave us another opportunity to really think about how to make this event the best it could be for the entire industry. So we haven't talked a lot about the industry collaborations other than our partnership with ABA, but there are going to be other associations and other groups that are participating at Nexus, not necessarily in the programming, but just the business of their own association. So ATBI is hosting a networking event. BEMA and ABA are having board meetings, and I think there are some committee meetings going on.
Absolutely.
The Baking Industry Forum will be meeting. The independent bakers will be there, and I think you're really managing getting some of those collaborations planned, and I think there's even more than probably what I've just mentioned.
Yep, it's growing.
Yeah.
For sure. Yep. It's very exciting. Okay, I'm going to pop this into the oven. And I'm so excited. All right. Okay.
How long does that bad boy bake?
So that bad boy needs to bake for about 20 minutes or so. And in the meantime, we make the icing. And the icing, again, is milk, cocoa powder, butter, and then a ton of powdered sugar. So we do that on the stove top. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just do that. If we want to keep talking, we can, or we can take a little break. Up to you.
Well, let's dump all those ingredients in.
Okay, get her going. So I have my milk. I have my cocoa powder. And my butter.
Butter.
Make sure the stove is on. That's a first step, right? First step.
That is a lot of powdered sugar.
It takes so much powdered sugar, you guys. 3 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. So,
wow.
It's sweet.
Well, if this Texas sheet cake is looking like something you'd like to make, we do always put the recipes out.
Yes, we do. Yes, this is like a family favorite of mine. So my sister and I make them all the time for like family get-togethers.
Yeah.
So it's a popular
It's a nice big dessert. Makes
popular
it perfect,
thing.
perfect for Texas,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So we've talked about what Nexus is. We haven't talked about what Nexus is not.
Okay.
So Nexus is not convention. It's not the convention that you know when you think of BEMA and ABA conventions, at least. They're at a resort. We're downtown Dallas. It's really a business-focused conference. So when you compare that to a convention has tours and kayaking and experiences.
You might bring your family.
You might bring your family. Nexus does not have those things. Nexus has networking, the industry, education, spark sessions.
Yeah.
Again, it's very focused. So we definitely want people to understand that and know what to expect when they get there. What other things might you want to know? What to wear? We know that's a popular topic. We won't be dedicating a whole podcast to what to wear to Nexus, but the dress is business casual for the entire event.
Business casual.
Business casual.
Yep.
Is there a deadline to sign up to register?
Is there a deadline to sign up to register? I think we're going to take them all the way up to the event. We won't turn you away. Now, you might want to get in sooner, though, to get those better Spark Session appointments, though.
Right. Spark Session round 1 is already being matched. Spark Session rounds 2 in the works. So the earlier you reserve your Spark Sessions and fill out those surveys, the quicker we can get you matched.
Yep.
Which is really good to know because we have been asked a lot. Well, I know who I'm meeting with. When will I get my Spark Session matches? Both sides. The bakers want to know and the suppliers want to know who they're meeting with. Again, I think everyone's goal is to really elevate those 45 minutes and make them just as impactful as possible. The sooner you purchase your Spark Sessions, the quicker we can match you and you can know who you'll be meeting with.
Exactly.
How's the icing coming?
Good. I think we're just about finished here. So we've incorporated all of our 3 3/4 cups powdered sugar into our butter, cocoa, and milk. And I have a nice bubbly hot icing right here ready to go. So if you want to take our cake out of the oven,
I'd love to.
you can set it on the counter and pour on our icing. Oh, that looks good. Yes, that looks delicious. So the thing about Texas sheet cake is you have to do this while the cake is hot and the icing is hot. You take your boiling hot icing and you literally just pour it onto your pan like this. Get all that icing out of the pan. We're gonna spread it around really fast. And that's it. It's finished.
I thought you were literally just going to take the whisk and start smearing.
No, but I do need like a hot pad. Sorry, I'm picking. I almost picked that pan up with my hands, and that would have been a poor choice because it's hot. So we are just going to run this icing all over the cake until it's perfectly coated. And what it does is it kind of, it gets almost crunchy, and the texture is so good, you guys. You can kind of see how it's already starting to set up.
Yep.
I might need a knife, Emily. But I think I might have it. I think
you got it.
I think I got it.
What about a stir? Stir is handy.
Nope, I think. Stir. A margarita spoon?
Sure.
Sure, there we go. Look at that. Perfectly coated and even all over the top of the cake.
Yum.
Yum, Texas sheet cake. So
do we wait for it to cool or do we dig right in?
we do wait for it to cool. Thankfully, I have an extra one ready to go so we can taste that one. So I'm going to set this one over on the stove behind us to cool. And I will grab our other cake and we can taste it. Be right back.
Great. While Kelly grabs the cake, just want to remind everyone, if you have questions about Nexus, there's so many ways you can get answers. You can email the Nexus email, which is on our website. You can email Kelly and I. We're happy to answer your questions. You can just give us a call. You have many options. Once it gets a little closer to Nexus, you can download the app, and the app will be full of information about the event, things you need to know, and again, all the details of that schedule, so you can create your own custom event.
So excited.
Ooh, nice.
About Nexus and this cake. Let me just say that. The hardest part is always getting that first piece out, right?
I don't mind if mine's crumbly.
You don't mind?
Nope.
It's a little squished.
I'm gonna cut it up anyways.
It's gonna taste delicious. There you go. Perfect. Okay, this is a huge piece. That's okay.
It's Texas size.
Texas size piece of sheet cake. Oh my gosh. So excited. All right. Cheers. So good, you guys. Make this. Recipes
really
on our website or somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. While you're there looking for the recipe, check out all the Nexus information, and we will see you in Texas.
Cheers.